because time's against me. So I'll cut this out right now and we'll take it from there. You can see, or I can see now, this is all bog down here. And I reckon this truck, and I'll find out as I get to the other side, has been in an accident before, rolled over or something. This here is all bog. Down to about here, isn't it? You can actually see it, I don't know if you can see that. Full of bog. You can see up here it's all been brazed and oxy-welded and bent and tested before me. Yes, don't know what else to say about that. Anyway, and also the passenger door, which is over here. You can see it's got a skim of bog on it for some reason as well. All the way back over there. And up on top up here where the mirror is. So I reckon this truck might have been, I don't know, it's been put on its side or what's happened to it, but it's had an incident at some stage. Like some of this bog's thick. Maybe not, I don't know, I'm not a panel beater, so. Anyway, and there's some, whatever this is, insulation. It's going to help a lot, maybe, not. Don't know, I haven't set fire to that yet. So, you can see, we've got to clean all this up, I feel. I'm not sure what happens up in here. I can feel all that there's rusted. I don't know. It'll be rusted out in there. Might just go and steal Mum's vacuum cleaner. Oh, here we go. Look at this. That's all been welded on. Yeah, she's been cattle trucked underneath. You can see here. It's all been welded on. Into it, Paul. Don't feel like going any further, but I got to now. This isn't even welded on. Surely that must be welded on somewhere. It's bogged on. I don't know what that's meant to be like. What I've learned is how I had to work out how the cab's made. So I've got this pillar. This is all rusted out here and there. It goes up there like that. Now that there, if we can see here, it actually gets welded on here. Here's a seam there, which goes onto the cowl. That's a bit across the... Anyway, that goes across the front of the bonnet, and that goes up like that. Alright? So they got to be welded on the flange inside. So I'll put that down there. And also, the side bit of the cow, that's what it calls. We're going to call it. It gets welded on the flange here and down here. Right? And this here, that flange there, is on the pillar. Slides onto the pillar that way and then gets spot welded on. Okay, and all very exciting, Paul, and interesting, not? What does all this mean? It means that all these bits, the entire cow and the bits up each side, all need to be welded together and then put on as one. Because I can't get to any of these joints up and around under here any other way than when it's apart on the ground. So they must have built that first in the factory, then put that on this bit as one. So the question I have is, somehow, this piece here, this is going to flap around the breeze if I just weld it up and get all bent. So what I'm thinking, there's some screw holes up there, and some on the pillar on the other side, and some in the middle of the cowl. And there for the sun visor. So I'm thinking, before I chop any more off, I need to make up a bit of a bracket to hold all that together that lines up with all those, so that when I put it on there, when I build it, I have to build it out here, and when I lift it up on there, it doesn't all flop around the debris. And in my mind, and I may be wrong, but all that there will all go together as one. I'll weld it all together out there, and then have all this prepped, ready to go, and then all the way around, and then I'll lift the whole lot as one and put it on there. And clamp it into place and put it on, and hopefully it'll work okay.
Cundalini wants his hand back. You might not even notice, but there's mesh and bars and shit here. And you might be wondering why. I've been informed that I've made it look like a Mad Max machine. So, Cundalini, if anyone's watched Mad Max, the first one, they'll know who I'm talking about. If not, well, it's probably not really worth watching. But anyway, he wants his hand back. So, you may or may not be wondering why I've done all this. Anyway, I'll come out and I'll explain.
Okay, you probably can't really see this here, but the world's biggest bug screen. There are big bugs in North Queensland, obviously, if that's going to screen them out. The purpose behind making this ridiculous thing, it's taken me all day. Look at the quality. Look at the craftsmanship. Now, I think I alluded towards it earlier on in the video, I can't remember. But all these panels on the front here that we're going to change are all welded together before they go on the truck in the factory. It's the only way you can get to all those seams, is that what they call them? Flanges. And so I have to make up something so I can weld them all together, and then we weld it around the outside once it's on. They've got to make something up to keep all the panels stabilised a bit. They'd have a jig in the factory, I'd assume, or would have, to while I weld them up. Otherwise they'll be flopping around and get kinked and bent, I'd imagine, by the time I put them in there. So that's what this here is for. So it's got the 3 mounting points for the sun visor, 1, 2 down the bottom, and 3 up on this side. It comes down to the air cleaner on the passenger side in Australia on the left hand side. Got 2 mounting points there, and down to 1 mounting point on the driver's side or right hand side air cleaner bracket. And the mesh is there to try to keep it all square and reasonably strong. There's the other one up there. So it's certainly not going to hurt. So the challenge is, well, that's taken a fair bit, because this you can't bend it around or flex it, because it's got to stay in the one spot when you do it. So all that's made up and fits and bolts line up and everything, and we'll see how we go. Could be interesting. But as far as I know, tomorrow, unbolt this and zzz with the saw. I'm going to do a few things differently. They just got big self-tappers going up there to hold the sun visor on. I don't like that idea. So I've made up some bits to go in, drilled and tapped, and I'll weld them on the back. That's the one for in the middle. In the back before I put it on, there's these brackets here. I need to do something better than they've done. They've just tack welded nuts on the back and they've broken off, so we'll probably just tack weld more nuts on there, but because that's very hard to get into from inside the cab.